Against stupidity, we are defenseless. From a letter by Dietrich Bonhoeffer, written months before he was executed in a concentration camp for conspiring against Adolf Hitler. Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice. One may protest against evil, expose it, and if necessary, prevent it by using force. Evil always carries within itself the germ of its own downfall, in that it leaves behind at least a sense of unease in human beings. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protests nor the use of force accomplish anything here. Reasons are ignored. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment need not be believed. In such moments, the stupid person even becomes critical. And when facts are irrefutable, they are just pushed aside as inconsequential, as incidental. In all this, the stupid person, in contrast to the malicious one, is utterly self-satisfied, and being easily irritated becomes dangerous by going on the attack. For that reason, dealing with a stupid person requires greater caution than dealing with a malicious person. We should never try to persuade a stupid person with reasons, for this is pointless and dangerous. If we want to know how to get the better of stupidity, we must understand its nature. It is, in essence, not an intellectual defect, but a human one. There are human beings who are of remarkably agile intellect, yet stupid, and others who are intellectually quite dull, yet anything but stupid. We discover this to our surprise in particular situations. The impression is not so much that stupidity is a congenital disability, but that, under certain circumstances, people are made stupid or allow this to happen to them. We note further that people who have isolated themselves from others or who live in solitude manifest this defect less frequently than individuals or groups of people inclined or condemned to sociability. And so it seems that stupidity is perhaps less a psychological than a sociological problem. It is a particular form of the impact of historical circumstances on human beings, a psychological concomitant of certain external conditions. It becomes apparent that every strong upsurge of power in the public sphere, whether this be political or religious power, infects a large part of humankind with stupidity. It would even seem that this is virtually a sociological psychological law. The power of the one needs the stupidity of the other. The process at work here is not that individual human capacities, for instance, the intellect, suddenly atrophy or fail. Instead, it seems that under the overwhelming impact of rising power, humans are deprived of their inner independence and consciously give up establishing an autonomous position toward new, emerging circumstances. The fact that the stupid person is often stubborn needs not blind us to the fact that he is not independent. In conversation with him or her, one virtually feels that one is dealing not with a person, but with slogans, catchwords, and the like that have taken possession of this person. The stupid person is under a spell, blinded, misused, and abused in their very being. Having thus become a mindless tool, the stupid person will also be capable of any evil and at the same time incapable of seeing that it is evil. This is where the devil lurks, for it is this that can finally destroy human beings. Yet at this very point, it becomes pretty clear that only an act of liberation, not instruction, can overcome stupidity. Here we must come to terms with the fact that in most cases, a genuine internal liberation becomes possible only when external liberation has preceded it. Until then, we must abandon all attempts to convince the stupid person. The Bible teaching that reverence for God is the beginning of wisdom makes clear that the only genuine way of overcoming stupidity is the internal liberation of someone who lives a responsible life before God. But these thoughts on stupidity also offer consolation in that they utterly forbid us to consider most people to be stupid in every circumstance. It really will depend on whether those in power expect more from people's stupidity than from their inner independence and wisdom. Thank you for listening. My name is Gabriel Porras and I am a professional voice artist. Visit me on gabrielvoice.com and radiantwhispers.com to listen to more radiant texts like this one by Dietrich Bonhoeffer.